All right, we are taking you outside. This is courtesy of Elliot Mendoza behind the wheel there. Thank you so much for your safe driving. You see those slick roads. We are on our way through Ventura. This is not the worst of it. That is yet to come. And with a flood threat continuing tonight, we are joined by LA City Fire Captain Erik Scott. Captain Scott, thanks so much for being with me tonight. I know that you've most definitely had a busy day, you and the department.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Yeah, we're running about 70 emergency incidents an hour, so we are keeping busy.
Okay, 70 an hour. How does that compare to past storms, and what is the most common storm-related emergency that you are responding to?
A good question. It's actually not too bad this go around. You know, the anticipated storm impact was directly for Los Angeles early on, but a lot of that rain kind of went around. It was a little similar to what we saw when we were preparing for Tropical Storm Hillary. We're not out of the woods yet, but when it comes down to rain issues for us, it comes down to two things predominantly. It's the rate and the duration. You know, the earth is kind of like a sponge, so if you get a lot of water coming down in a short time frame, that causes problems for us. But so far, the rain has been fairly slow and steady. So we did see a little increase in traffic collisions, some light street flooding in the low-lying areas, but we had no significant mudslides, no wires down, toppling trees, no river rescues. But we got more rain to come, like you mentioned, tonight and tomorrow. So we have a system in place, and it's working.
You said slow and steady as a runner, which I think you know that I am. Slow and steady always wins the race. So let's hope that Mother Nature keeps it like that and we end up winning. Are you staffed? I'm sure you are, in strategic locations. If so, where are those?
Yes, we have two swiftwater rescue teams, one downtown, one in Sherman Oaks. We have another one on standby that could go to North Hollywood if needed. And these are highly skilled firefighters that are at the ready. And when you look at a river rescue, we attack it from land, air, and sea. So we also have additional helicopter pilots on standby, additional heavy equipment operators with bulldozers, and even additional 911 dispatchers. So we are leaning forward.
Okay, so you are prepared, of course. Well, let's prepare our viewers in terms of their own personal safety. When you're out and about, you have some really good tips. And I wasn't thinking about this beginning with the fact that when you're maybe driving, you should have sturdy, sensible shoes in your car. I mean, I'm in heels right now, so it's always good to have rain boots, for instance.
Absolutely. And it comes down just to a little preparation, you know, having this thought and conversation we have right now and using some common sense. So we like to say, first off, just limit non-essential travel to begin with, and also avoid the urge to sightsee. When people go down by the LA River, they become victims. But like you mentioned, it's those sturdy, sensible shoes, your umbrella, your flashlight, a raincoat, those common sense things, and don't walk through flowing water. You know, a lot of people are surprised to learn currents are deceptive. It takes just 6 inches of water to knock you off of your feet. And then if we're actually driving and we have a problem, if you're stranded in your car by moving water, stay with your vehicle. And if you have to, get on the hood or even get on the roof if the water continues to rise. And lastly, if you see somebody in peril, if they're in deep or moving water, do not attempt to rescue them. Would-be rescuers often become victims themselves. So call 911, know your location, because that's the first thing we're going to ask you is where are you, and then be guided by the dispatcher.
Okay, all good information. Now, if you are at home, we also have some tips for our viewers, beginning with if you don't have access to your tap water is compromised in any way, you want to make sure you have bottled water, of course. And then if you lose electricity or you've seen down power lines, what should you do, Erik?
Well, with storm comes power outages, like you mentioned. So we like people to be very careful with using candles. That starts fires more often than you'd think. If you are out of electricity and you're using a portable generator, keep it outside, 25 feet from any door, window, or vent, because it's the carbon monoxide poisoning that we're worried about. It's colorless, it's odorless, it's tasteless. So keep that far away. Remember, 911. That is for life-threatening emergencies. So if you live in the city of Los Angeles, you have a great tool. It's 311. use that for trees that are downed or inoperative street lights and traffic signals. That 311 is an excellent tool for you.
Okay, 311 for those non-life-threatening emergencies. Great information as always. I called you Eric. I didn't say Captain, so please forgive me. Captain Erik Scott with LA City Fire. Thanks for all you do.
Yes, ma'am. It's our pleasure. Stay safe.
You too. Alex, over to you.